Hello guys, you're right. Red Pill Phil. Hello to all new subscribers. Hello to all old subscribers. It's brilliant. It's looking more and more that the subscribership is getting up to the number 500. And I'm over the moon. I can't believe it. I can't believe the response. People are resonating. Whether you've watched all the videos or not, the fact that you're clicking that button and the numbers are going up from my end, I can't, talk to every person that subscribes for obvious reasons. So the fact that the numbers go up from me, it makes me feel, you know what? People are listening and resonating and liking what I hear. So thank you. So keep doing it, keep sharing, keep subscribing, keep liking, do all that good stuff, which keeps everyone who's talking about the truth kind of out there, really. We need to be saying more about it. So the reason why I'm doing this video is more on English politics, which is something I don't really subscribe to. Politics in general. I'm mad into geopolitics because globally I think that's where the agenda is taking us. So to look at that is probably more primary. But at the same time, domestically, you have got to be aligned. And I'm kind of not, so I'll probably hold my hands up there. I try and get on with my life. Having said that, if I was aligned to a party at this moment in time, I was on the verge, literally on the verge for voting for UKIP. At that time, the person that was leading that party was Nigel Farage, or Farage, however you want to pronounce it. I felt he was charismatic. I felt he was saying the right things. I felt he was the British Donald Trump, if you like. He was the kind of guy that was just going against the establishment and standing up there in the gang at the round table when they're all castigating him, they're all treating him as he's a lesser because of his attitude, because of where he stands. They're all kind of, well, you're not in the club, so we're going to treat you like you're the poo-poo. So I love the way that he stood up for himself and his manifesto and everything he believed, and he got the Brexit through, and that was all through him. And what a leader. What a freaking leader. Now, I'm not politic driven by any means because I'm just living my normal life. I really try not to get involved in that but that's a separate issue. As Nigel Farage goes, I thought he was absolutely brilliant. Now, UKIP, the way it's gone over the years, I've not been keeping my eye on the ball because, same again, I'm not politically driven. I just kind of get on with my life. But I will say this. The leadership at the moment between the two candidates seem to be Anne-Marie Waters and Dickie. It seemed that Anne-Marie Waters was the most competent, the most eloquent, the most articulate, the most genuine, and just of the common person, of the average person. So I'm probably biased in a sense that I've probably heard Anne-Marie Waters speak more than I have done of Dickie. But at the same time, I've watched a couple of videos of this chap, and I'm not sure whether I can connect with the guy anyway. Now, I'm all for it doesn't matter what background you come from, where you're at. I am all for that. It doesn't matter. I have had the best conversations with people out of my class system, as it were. Not that I agree with the class system, but just because you can just get a better conversation and better, generating of ideas, because you can see things from their perspective, which is a totally, demographically different opposed to where you are at. So I find better conversations with people like that. However, when it comes to Dickie, I've only seen a couple of videos and I can't connect. I found the guy boring. I found it I found him like a bit of a drip. Now, I'm not saying that to be mean and saying, oh, well, I'm all for Anne-Marie Waters. So it's not even about that. There was just something that I don't see him as a leader. He's got good credentials, military credentials, which in a way is good, but in a way brings up question marks. Is he kind of pro-establishment? You know, when it comes to the crunch, is he going to kind of support the establishment because he's been through all the gears? Now, I don't know Anne-Marie Waters' background, so I don't know. You know, like I say, I'm coming from a totally, I ain't got a dog in the fight. But I was on the verge of UKIP, but I don't think this guy's going to help UKIP going forward, personally. The videos I watched, I seen the guy having talks and conferences, and he was just sat with people of an age group that would say was more retirement age. Now, fair play, your crowd is your crowd. Now, I personally want to appeal to everybody, whether they're young or old. Now, whatever this guy's been saying over the months or years, he resonates with a certain crowd. Now, you've got to think to yourself, well, this is a young emerging kind of political group, and if you're going to move forward as a political group, then you've got to connect with the younger crowd. And from the videos I've seen, and like I say, I'm not political, so people might go, oh, well, yeah, you didn't get on saying this. Yeah, you know, I get it. I'm just going from my perspective of what I've seen. Now, like I say, I'm slightly biased because I have seen Anne-Marie Waters. She's been in attendance at a couple of marches that I've been in attendance at. I've not spoke to her personally. I've never met her. So I can't really, you know, I'm not that far biased where, oh, I know her, I love her. And, you know, I know people that absolutely love her, that have seen her and spoke to her on a regular basis. I know people that have had Twitter spats with her as well. So I can see both sides. At the same time, I am right down the middle. So personally, I'm going to say from my point of view, whether that means anything, it probably means absolutely nothing. But from my point of view, as a individual, as a human being, as a mixed race human being, I would have said going forward, Anne-Marie Waters would have been the best candidate. From the marches that I've attended and I've listened to what she's said, you know, I've watched videos of this lady when she's in question time and she's been talking about immigration problems and Islamists and all that kind of thing. And she's been sat there and it's been, you could almost argue that it's been purposely been orchestrated where there's been different people that oppose her but pro-Muslim that have been sat round her. Literally, I counted on one video where there was 6 or 7 people, 3 on either side, that were pro-Muslim. So as soon as the question was invited to her to answer to how she feels about this, that and the other, you could see all the heads were turning to her. And she sat there and she was eloquent, she articulated herself, she come across right. And I'm like, thumbs up to you, girl, you done it. So I can relate to someone like that. I've heard her talk, I know what she's all about. This other geezer seems a bit of a toff. Now, I might be wrong in saying that. I may be wrong in saying that because I'm not really partisan in a sense. But I go off what I see. He doesn't look good. I can't see him connecting with the average person on the street. So that's my take on it. I may be wrong. Shoot me if I'm wrong. Well, maybe don't shoot me. But I guess you're going to leave comments if I'm wrong. I guess you're going to call me Nazi if I'm wrong, which I've had before. So don't worry about that. I'm all used to it. Other than that, you take care of yourselves. Red Pill Phil. There'll be an update to follow in the next couple of days regarding a certain event coming up, but I'll speak about that on another video. But thank you for listening. Thank you for taking the time out, and you take care of yourselves. And UKIP, don't know where you're going now, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. See you later, guys. You take care. Ta-ra.